Fellow Liberians, as we mark this holiday season and reflect on the passing year, we do so with deep sense of responsibility to our nation and an unwavering faith in the Liberian people. This period offers us an opportunity to pause, to reflect honestly on where we are as a country, and to renew our collective commitment to where we must go. Liberia continues to face serious challenges across our communities. Families are struggling with rising costs of living, unemployment, limited access to quality education and healthcare, weak infrastructure, and persistent inequalities. Many of the promises made during and after the recent election remain unfulfilled, leaving citizens frustrated and disillusioned. These realities are evident not only in our daily lives but also in public discourse, social media conversations, and media coverage that consistently echo the concern of ordinary Liberians. Yet, even in the midst of these challenges, there is hope. The Citizen Movement for Change, as a newly established political party, was formed out of conviction that Liberians deserve better governance rooted in accountability, transparency, and people-centered policy reforms. Our movement is not driven by politics as usual, but by a clear vision for a national transformation and inclusive development. Under our leadership, CMC has used its platform in the national legislature to contribute meaningfully to governance reform and to ask the difficult question when necessary on behalf of the Liberian people. Leadership, we believe, is not about silence or comfort. It is about courage, scrutiny, and service. Recently, CMC took a principled stand by critically analyzing the proposed 2026 national budget. Through our assessment, we raised serious concerns about alignment with national development priorities. We question a budget that, in our view, prioritizes consumption over transformation. What we described as an eating show budget rather than one that invests strategically in human capital, productive sector, long-term national growth. This position reflects our belief that public resources must be used responsibly and transparently for the benefit of all Liberians, not a privileged few. Despite repeated commitments made during the campaign period and afterward, many pressing national problems remain unresolved. CMC remains steadfast in its mission. We believe that sustainable development is achievable when leadership listens, institutions functions, and citizens are actively engaged in shaping the future of our country. As we look ahead, this holiday season calls on all Liberians at home and in the diaspora to recommit themselves to nation building. Transformation will not come overnight, nor will it come from governance alone. It requires active citizens, informed debate, responsible leadership, and collective action. The Citizen Movement for Change stands ready to continue advocating for reform that place people at the center of development. We will continue to speak truth to power, to promote policies that address inequality and poverty, and to push Liberia onto a transformative developmental pathway grounded in justice, opportunity, and shared prosperity. As we celebrate this season of renewal, may it strengthen our resolve, deepen our unity, and inspire us together for a Liberia that truly works for us all. Happy holiday. May the new year bring renewed hope, courage, and progress for our beloved country. By the people, for the people. Happy New Year.
And so that's it. The festive season is here. And of course, we want to wish you Merry Christmas in advance and a happy, prosperous new year. It has been a wonderful, wonderful year. It's been a wonderful time being with all of you. And of course, our own way of saying a little thank you to you is to wish you all the best as we are about to enter the new year 2026. I know many of you resolution that you had for the year 2025, bulk of them didn't come true, probably. But again, we go very high in 2026. We go very tough in 2026. We are hoping and praying that 2026 will be our year of breakthrough. And we want to say Merry Christmas to you all in advance. For me, I got probably 54 minutes to Christmas from my end. I got 54 minutes to Christmas. It's already Christmas in Australia. It's Christmas already in India. And it's Christmas in China and other parts of the world. Here in the eastern part of Africa, we have few minutes to Christmas. But in Kenya, it's already Christmas in Kenya. We in Uganda, in Rwanda, and also some part of the Democratic Republic of Congo, we are still in the 24th. But again, around the capital city of Congo, because Congo has two different time zones. The country is so large to the extent that it has two different time zones. So those that are living around the capital itself, they are already in Christmas, but those that are around the western part, they are still in the 24th. Again, welcome this evening to the Hit Hour program here on BKS TV. On the Hit Hour, we say dialogue and our confrontation. We say words and our bullets. My name is Junior Payne, your regular host of the show. And on the Christmas Eve edition of the show today, we'll be hosting two songs of Nyo, two songs of Electoral District 5, Nima County. We will be hosting two songs of Electoral District number 5, Nima County. We'll be hosting Mr. Matthew Goma. I think this is correct. Mr. Matthew Goman, the chairman of Nyo Diakwado Incorporated, and Mr. Gontopo Noah, the program director of Nyo Diakwado Incorporated. Join us here tonight on the show for us to discuss Booyah development, your development, specifically your Diaplay development too as well. And the show will be very fascinating, will be very great. In the comment section, you can wish your loved one Merry Christmas, and we will be glad to read that for you here on the show tonight. The show has been relayed on Voice of BKS in Butu Town, Nima County, and a Voice of Tapata in Tapata City, Nima County. It's my pleasure to sit on here tonight again to host the Christmas Eve edition of the Heat Hour program. Brooks Dawazia, he says, I'm watching from my residence in Seclapia City, Nima County. Brooks, welcome to the show. Please help us to share the show with other people. Mr. Matthew is in the back already. Mr. Gontopoto is already in the back. So let's go to the both of them. Good evening, guys. Welcome to BKS TV and BKS radio station. How you guys doing?
We are fine. Thank you. It's a pleasure being here on this platform. My name
It's
is
great having you,
Matthew.
folks.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So again, I want to Google my name. You struggle with it, but I want to carry
Yeah,
the
I
real.
kind of had it a
Yeah,
little bit
yeah, yeah,
difficult there.
yeah, yeah.
Good.
So the
Yeah.
name is Matthew Goma Slaman. I'm from Your
Okay.
Diaplay and happen to be the chairman of Your Diaquado Incorporated.
So I beg you, the dialect need tends to be a little bit difficult for me. So please permit me to just call you Matty or Matt tonight on the show as we continue.
I appreciate whatsoever name that works well with you. I'm okay with that.
Okay, great. Mr. Gontopo Noah. I think I got this one correct. Welcome to the show,
Yeah.
Chief. Can you please unmute yourself for me?
Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
so thank you so much, Junior and DK and the rest of the BKS family. So I am Gontopo Omindo Noah.
Mhm.
I'm from your Diaple, having to be the program director for your Diaquado. So we are very excited to join you tonight to be able to preach the message of development for our community and Nimba County at large. So thank you for permitting us to be part of your platform this evening.
Thank you so much for being here, Mr. Matthew and Mr. Gontopo. Thank you guys for being here tonight. I appreciate your presence, and I'm hoping and praying that this show will be a really, really classical one too, as well as we continue with the conversation. Now, let's get to do a detailed, introduction about you two. Let's start with you, Matthew, your educational background, your professional history, and let's get to know who you are. After that, the same question go to Gontopo before we start the conversation.
Okay, again, my name is Matthew Goma Sleman, a citizen of New Diaple, and I studied mass communication, as in my area of profession. And besides that, on a professional level, I've served in several key areas, starting with even the reason why we get in your Diaple at heart is my professional journey began in your Diaple immediately after the war, when the every sector of our society was shattered by the war. So when we went back home, internally displaced, so we decided to regroup the young people, and we opened the school system in your, where I rose to the position of a regional coordinator. At the time, we were still under Zoge. I was one of the strongest advocates that fought hard to see that Zoge is not only in bound. So we were able to fight that, champion that cause through the educational system, where I went and even headed the regional supervisor position within the district. And when I left, I've been to other fields, but now I'm in the NGO sector, serving as head of program for Equip Liberia. Just a little about me, but I see myself as a humanitarian and trying to serve the people, bring about development, needed development to our people back home.
Thank you, Matthew. It's great having you on the show here tonight, and I want to appreciate you for also joining us. Mr. Gontopo, let's hear you.
All right, so thank you. Like I said earlier, my name is Gontopo Omindo Noah. I'm a nurse by profession, and I am currently studying healthcare policy and management at a master level.
Wow.
We're not hearing Omindo now.
At Cottington Graduate Teacher. I've had over 15 years of experience in working in NGO sectors, ranging from different portfolio level of positions. And then currently I am serving as the national coordinator for diabetes and hypertension at the Ministry of Health NCD division. So in respect to the New Diaquado, this is where our passion lies, giving back to our people, ensuring that people who are at our lower level, our local communities, are also impacted by our actions, by our education. The one educator said, if your education does not impact people, then you are not being educated. So we felt that it would be better to put people together at a national level here to be able to impact our people when it comes to development, promoting self-reliance, because we noticed that housing, business, accommodation, there are some challenges, and there are so many challenges, but we will be able to address it one at a time. So that's why we are carrying a space to be able to contribute to that with the collective effort of all of you, especially the media, to be able to promote that development initiative. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. As a son on your Butuo. I mean, I'm glad hosting
Oh,
big
okay.
brothers from the same your belt. And I want to appreciate you guys for everything you do for our districts, our client, and also the various towns in your. Let's start with you, Mr. Matthew. What inspired in your, I mean, yeah, the Anyor Quado,
All
the
right. Thank
Aquado,
you.
your
Yes,
their
thank you.
Mhm.
It's actually Your Diaquado Incorporated. Again,
Mhm.
like my brother and colleagues have stated clearly, we want to express our gratitude to this station. You know, it has been a long dream that maybe we'll have the platform so that we can appreciate what our brother, the CEO, is doing for our community, especially in your our area has been in the dark for some time, especially when it comes to communication. So seeing a son of your coming up to build BKS, is something that worth commendation. So we want to register this gratitude to the management of BKS for this undertaking. All right. Again, back to the topic or the reason for which we are here. Your
Mhm.
dear Quado, as meaning we are one.
Mhm.
So your dear Quado is the offspring of what our forefathers or forebrothers did way back. Leaving our home, being a rural area, far from this, the urban area. So we saw the need of coming and living in Monrovia and other cities around the country. There was a need to have an umbrella organization that will be able to cater to the welfare of its citizens, that reside outside of your. So we decided to form this organization so that we can, advocate for one another. We can stand by one another, in times of good, and in our city we don't say bad, in times of good and good. So that's why we formed ourselves into a body. This Nyo Diaquado is legally registered with the Liberian government, has an article of incorporation, and our main aims and objective is to carry development back home. Like I can tell everyone, like other nationals, when they leave and go to other country, they say they are going for the country. Take for example the Ghanaian. When Ghanaians leave and go to London, they say we're going for London, meaning they want to bring whatever they see in London to their hometown or home villages. Okay, so that's the thing that inspire us. And some of us have been opportune to live on the street here for some time, even during our school days, and seeing the need for development. And whatsoever we see here, we want so that we can take it back to our hometown. So against that backdrop, we organize ourselves so that whatsoever development that our people will embrace will carry back home, so that your Japan can be one of the leading communities, you know, second to none in your Yebuya district. So that's the reason behind your Jaquado uniting people for development. I mean, we can just, to cut it short, we're just uniting our citizens for development, especially development back home.
Thank you so much. I mean, that was a great answer. Let's welcome to the show Honorable Jesse K. Miame, a son on your dear play too as well. I mean, if you won't mind, Jesse, we want to come to you to introduce yourself, and before we go on to Mr. Bontopo with the next question.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Payne. Again, I'm Jessica Miame, a son of Nyo Diaple and chairman emeritus of our organization.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Chairman Emeritus. So this
Yes.
brings me on to my next question because this man sitting, Jesse K. Miami, your Chairman Emeritus, is a political person. Now I want to know what your Diaquado is a political organization.
No, I could
All
do.
right.
I
That
could.
is
I'm coming in as chairman. I want to speak to this, please. Maybe Omido, you can add. Okay,
okay, no
so
problem.
Mhm.
yeah, so your Diaquado is non-political. Even against this backdrop, it was why he referred to himself now as chairman emeritus. So prior to our ascendancy to the chairmanship of this organization, Honorable Miame had been, the founding chairman of the organization when it was revamped after the war. So as part of our constitution, our bylaws and constitution is non-political. So when he developed this political ambition, it was the time he resigned. He has to resign, and we step in. So it's non-political, and we are taking several steps to guard this, against political influence in our organization. At a certain point during the political season, one of our members, who was then the Secretary General, Christian Brown, when he actively began involved in politics, we honorably retire him from the position. He can still serve as member, but he can't hold any leading position in the organization. So to just answer your question strictly, it's non-political. We just unite people for development.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
I will ask the next question to Mr. Gontopo. For how long this organization has been in existence, and what have been your major contribution to the people of North Diapley?
All right. So thank you ever so much. Like we said, and our chairman just said, the organization did not just start as we speak. It had been in existence, but in different forms and different under different leadership. So that is dated by a pre-war starter. There was this organization where we see the late Mohamed Cesar Wopier and Woto Son and rest of the people who have been leader in the leadership position. So, but after the war, and then we decided that we should be able to keep the torch burning. So that's how we started it, and the new were around 2005 up to now when Jesse was leading as a leader. So the organization have been in existence for a couple of times. Then when it comes to what have been our contribution to the community, that's one of our contribution that we are here tonight to discuss with you.
We will definitely come to that.
Yeah. So
I want you to
we
keep
are
that
being
juicy I want you to keep
we are
that
being
juicy.
yeah. So let me come in. Your Jaquado as the head of the program, your Jaquado have been involved in some development initiatives, specifically identifying with members who are quote unquote marginalized, or they do not have the hand to live in Monrovia or to be able to pursue their education or their livelihood. We have been identifying with them in so many ways. So, like the chairman said, Dakwado is not just Monrovia based, it's something that even our diaspora members or citizens are also part of it. So, we reach out to people when there is a need, and when somebody is also celebrating their successes, we also be part of it. So that's why the Aquado is for, and we stand by it to be able to be a help to one another.
Now, the name in itself implies that it ties down to your Diapley. Is there any other ways that you guys can extend to other parts of the districts or the clan as an organization? When other towns are in need, are there any other ways that you guys have been contributing to them too as well?
Okay, I want to speak to that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear you, Chief.
Okay, Mr. Pin, when we established the organization, I mean, even in our article of incorporation, according to the membership article that are quoted in the article of incorporation, we have, I mean, the membership category. If your father hail from your Diapley, automatically you are a citizen of your Diapley. If your mother is from there, you are a citizen of your Diapley, we consider you as our member. But the citizens from around our region, if you want to be part of the organization, we consider you a secondary, member of the organization. So we encourage everybody from the district to join the organization. So it's not only for your Diapley, it's for the your region and the entire district.
Thank you. Now, this take me to the real issue that will be discussed here tonight on the show. I'm told that you guys have a guest house project. If you won't mind, I'd like to put the proposed blueprint on here for those that are following to see. Now, this is the proposed guest house project.
Yeah.
The
Good.
proposed Nyor Diapley guest house project. Now, I want to direct this to you, Mr. Chairman. Give us an overview of this project and what inspired this project. And when do you intend to start the project?
All right, thank you. I just love it. And as beautifully as our guest house, proposed guest house blueprint appear, and we are hopeful in the not far future, you will see it erected on the ground in your Diapley. Okay, so for the background of this project, for us, like Omindo and I, we have the NGO setting where you don't carry development to the people just because you feel. So what we did was, as organization, like you were saying, what we have been able to do in the past, we have been able to organize our people in the town in terms of every other development in the town. We have been a part of it. We have been listening to whatsoever decision, that in the interest of the town, we've been consulted and we have been inputting into that. So in one of our, community engagement meetings, we needed to do, a need assessment. In fact, when we started initially, what we wanted to do was, to buy a rice mill, judging from the traditional way of pounding rice, our mothers, even our great grandmothers were pounding rice. So initially we decided to do a rice mill project so that, our people can transition from traditional pounding of rice. So that didn't hold, and other people, business-minded people venture into that. So we conducted a meeting in your Diapley and, had what we call an, need assessment with the people of the town. And one of the things that came out hard during our need assessment was the issue of accommodation. So I would digress a little bit, taking you back to the history of Nyor Diapley as a community. So Nyor Diapley is one of the fastest growing community in Buyao. For those of you, or for the benefit of those who don't know, Nyor Diapley good is situated close to the Ivorian border. It's a transit point to the Ivorian border. And in fact, during the days of our war, it was a major transit route where, quote unquote, used to call them Bolo used to pass to, go to Africa for transaction. And during those days when we were there, it was inconvenient for people. When people are traveling, sometimes they sleep in the open, or people are constrained to get in lodging in their piazza or living room, as we call it. So when we did a new assessment, one of the things that came out hard was the need for guest house. Why a guest house? Because Diapley is a growing community, a commercial hub in the district with a lot of activities, that hosts big gathering. Take, for example, in your Diapley, we have the International Fund for Agriculture Development. We have the IFA warehouse there. That is a major cocoa producing belt as well, where major IFA activities are conducted, including trainings, workshops, and seminars. And Diapley happen to be the headquarters of the Nyor Chiefdom. Major gatherings are held there. Additionally, Diapley also has a commercial center with weekly market where people come from far and near to attend. And most of the time, even our very self, we go normally on a normal basis, maybe year end, we get friends that follow us. So one of the embarrassing things that we experienced, or we continue to experience, that prompted the guest house project was the issue of accommodation. So every time you carry strangers, sometimes you inconvene other family members. They have to leave their room for 1 or 2 days. You are there for, in fact, for setting up maybe the people that you want to carry, the setting is not conducive to them. Okay, it also has some social implication too, the disadvantage. Take, for example, you visited Diapley for 2 or 3 days, and maybe there's no guest house. This brother who you closer to will have to leave his house, maybe to go sleep with other people. Their wife will go different area. Those are recipe for chaos or family conflict. So we decided, no, that is not good. And we live in a changing world, and wanting to carry development to our home and knowing the need of our people, And that came through the need assessment. So we decided to construct this multi-purpose guest house as you seen it there. It's not just a guest house. You know, most of the time we have a lot of huge activity, church conferences. You know, our Diapley people have, you know, young people, booyah, there's no one like interior now in Liberia, people having marriages, people having school graduation. So can we continue to go on a touch booth all of the time in this modern time and age? That when activity coming, people will construct touch booth, makeshift booth, people go away after that and they move. So we said no, it can't continue to be. We have traveled and we are seeing places, so we need to carry the kind of development back home. So that what prompted the idea of this guest house project, so that we can help to alleviate the accommodation constraint that our people face. You know, sometimes when visitors or guests are in the town. So that what prompted the decision of the guest house project. And this decision didn't come from those of us that in leadership. It was something that was, you know, home driven. It is local community owned. So that's the reason behind it, and I mean, that's our strength, because we can't do it all by ourselves. So us on the platform, by the grace of God, able to do it, to say, okay, Matthew Stubby want to build a guest house, but it will not be Diapley owned. So we decided to do it so they can have that ownership to be sustainable. And the good thing about it, the idea behind this guest house project is that proceed from what that will be generated from the guest house project will go toward other town development activities. So it's not something that will enrich one or two person. It will have a central control system. Even as we speak, we have a structure in Monrovia that working closely with the structure in Diapley, making sure that everything happens. So once we are blessed and this thing is erected tomorrow, we'll have a committee set up so that proceed from over there will goes toward other town development. So that's the rationale behind the guest house project, and it's community owned. It's not something that was imported to them. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I will direct this one to Mr. Kontoko so that he can answer us on this. Then we go to Jesse. Now, since you did a blueprint and the proposed certain, have you gone back to the people? If yes, what have been their reception about this guest house project?
All right. So when it comes to our engagement with the community, like the chairman said, it's almost every day. So after dreaming about this, and community people were able to identify this activity, we came and we did assessment, and the assessment report was sent to them. Then when it comes about assessment is what to do and how the BOQ or whatever supposed to be the blueprint to be locally. So we hired engineers, and were able to come up with that. We went back in the community and have launching program. Sometime August 2022, we did a launch groundbreaking ceremony. So after that, we raised a few dollars. We were able to come back and re-strategize. So after the re-strategizing, we were able to go back to the community, and then we had another fundraising program last year. We have a fundraising program so that we'll be able to get more money. After that, we said we need to identify a secure and accessible site that this guest house will be built. So we were able to identify that, and we secure the site. And this site, after securing it, we have clearings. And as we speak currently, we are molding bricks. We are procuring bricks to start the foundation. So after blueprint, it's not just the end. We have been engaging the people. And that's why we came to your platform this evening to be able to let you know subsequent activities that will be leading to the final erection of this multi-purpose guest house. So we have activities, and as we go along, we'll be able to give you the calendar of events so that you will know. So we have been engaged with the people, and there was estimate made, and the estimate will be also be disclosed. And there are other contributors, people who have started initial contribution, we are also going to acknowledge them and then also seek for more contribution. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
Yes,
so
so
much.
I just want to add up.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
so you know, being our community is becoming a growing community, and you know, like way back when development going to the area, people will say, okay, let the town show they spark to go and build house there or carry on development. It is not happening. And knowing that this thing is for future generation, we don't want to go somewhere where in the future there will be problem and somebody will come to claim to say, people are opening, to say this is my father property, this land for us. We don't know who gave the land to you people. And this thing, we're talking that structure that will be there for some time. So what we've done as leadership was, though the community gave a place and the place get owners. So what we were able to do was to buy this land from the people, from the fund that we raised. We were able to purchase the land. It's not just maybe town community, they just point place so that tomorrow somebody will come to say, hey, they play for my father, for my forefather. We don't want a place here or they place here. We want so and so share. So what we did as leadership, we are able to buy the land, a piece of land, and we're able to survey that land. If you go normally, sometimes my people will have problem with me when I want to do things the way it happens in the street. They say, no, let's do it our own community. I said, no, it is our own community. People are not buying land here, but we are buying land now. So let's survey the land, let's plant cornerstones so that tomorrow we'll not have issue with demarcation. So all of these things have been done. We have purchased the land, we have surveyed this land, we have built cornerstone on this land, we have hauled sand to this site, and as we speak, we have procured and transported cement for molding of blocks and other building materials as we speak in your Diapley. So those are engagement are going. All of these things are done in close consultation with the town leadership and our steering committee on the ground.
Now, stay on you, Mr. Chairman. How are you raising funds for this project? This is a very huge project. I know some of you guys, like Jesse, Miaman, you, Mr. Gontopo, you guys are stable, but this is a huge project. Modernized guest house project in your Diaple is very huge. Transporting cement, transporting all of the equipment, those are things that require money. How are you guys generating the funds?
Thank you. In everything, innovation pays. So how are we getting the fund? I think our strength, like I stated earlier, is in our people. As we speak, if in leadership we are not careful to say, hey, let's speed on for accountability, then people in Diaple will be collecting money. So what they are telling us is, hey, this money we know is heavy, but we want to divide the money. The locals are willing to contribute, but we want to reach it at a certain level. And so in the way that we've been able to do it in the past and will continue to do is the awareness raising, the fundraising activities. And like Omindo said, we hosted 2 separate programs. That proceed from those programs, we'll be able to do what we're talking about. We'll be able to procure the land. We'll be able to survey the land. And, we are buying cement, transporting it to your Diaple. They are molding the blocks. So as part of, we'll have continual fundraising activities. At the same time, looking at the dose of development-oriented philanthropist people so that they can come to the need. I mean, this thing is not for us, it's for everyone. We though we are not political, but we are talking about to leadership within a district to help. All right. So I mean, at some point again, we'll engage as CSO or a community-based organization, CBO. Maybe the district development fund, they can allot something to that kind of development. So those are ways that we are raising funds. We are beginning to raise a fund, and our backbone are the people, because this project is community owned. The community want us to tell them, hey, how much are we going to pay per house? And we don't want to rush a gun. So one of the things that we are trying to do so that we can have a data for tomorrow is we want to conduct this household census where we'll be able to know, how many households we have in Diaple. We want to categorize citizens. Who all, because we have to contextualize it. What do we call household in Diaple? Because if you in a house, you get a little, you making farm, doing you have a little subset in the same house. So we want to break down everything and portion it and give people, the load that they will be able. Just saying, okay, let's collect $30 per house. Me, it will not be good. So we, as part of our process that's ongoing, we're going to conduct a census in Diapley based on the result of our census, and they are telling us the entire project will cost about 115,000 United States dollars. So what the time people telling us is, hey, you guys from Morovia, those are from the street, as they refer to us, we will divide the money into half, and you guys will be responsible for half of it, and we will take half of it. And I tell you, my brother, our area is a cocoa belt. So most of the time, during the cocoa season, the people are willing to give, but we don't want to take from them now, where the project has not come up. So as part of the initial activity, so that we encourage them, we trying to do these fundraisers so that based upon that, whatever fund we raise, it will help to reduce the amount and to make the load light on them. As part of our activity, we have activity upcoming that the project director will talk about, which will run from the 27th all the way to the 31st. And the good thing about it, we have people that are willing to help and have started helping. We have our diaspora team headed by Augusta Dulegbe Woya, who is mobilizing resources for us as well. But again, we have to structure ourselves in a way that people will take us serious. So as part of our 2026, we trying to do, like opening the bank statement or the bank account for this organization, so that people that far away can transfer their money directly to that, and we'll do periodic report of whatever that happened. If you're opportunity to go in our chat room, which we can add you to every step along the way, because what can make our people move is when they know what their 1 cent is doing, how it's being spent, they are moved. So every time, every activity we have, we will go there and make financial report to them. As part of this year's activities, which is slated for the 31st, we will have a meeting where we'll do financial report of the fund that were raised between December last year to December this year, and tell them how much we have spent, how much we level if there's any. So those are ways that we're raising funds, and we are optimistic that with the help of God and the support of our people, we're going to succeed, and this building will come up.
Thank you so much, folks. Again, if you're just joining us here tonight,
Yeah.
you are listening to the Heat Hour program on BKS TV. On the Heat Hour, we say dialogue and our confrontation. We say words and our bullet. In tonight's edition of the show, we are hosting folks from the Nyor de Aquado Incorporated. They join us here tonight to discuss developments, activities that they are undertaking in Nyor Diapley Town, District 5. We have Matthew, we have Gontupo, we have Jesse Kim Miami. They are all from the organization. And if you're joining us via radio, I want to say welcome. Those of you listening to Voice of BKS, I know the people of Nyor Diapley, Nyor Buto will be listening, and the rest of District 5 will also be listening. I want to say welcome. Those of you too also watching us on Facebook and YouTube, want to say welcome. Emmanuel Z. Davis is watching us. Ramfael Dolo is also watching us. Sam Kola is also watching us. Harrison L. Boy is also watching. Adolphus K. Isaac is also watching. I will go to my friend and brother Chris Lee. If you have a question to ask too, if you don't have, then we can continue on with the questioning from my end. Chris, welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you, Jim. Let me say good evening to the great sons of Nimba. And not just a question, but just a word of encouragement to the team, because self-initiated project that they are doing to benefit the people of that part of Nimba. I think it's prudent upon us as sons and daughters of Nimba to see if we can contribute towards that project. Again, my door is open. You can get to Junior get to me, or you guys can get to me. On behalf of the people of Tapeta, whatsoever in our way with a few civilian bear we can help the project with, we'll say contribute. So let me say thank you to you guys. It's a good job. I came from one of the remote areas in Nimba that had to do with in the doorbell, the area called ZR number 1. And
Okay.
Yeah, I came from that. So the way some of we came up, went through tough time. We see our parents, our forefather, our grandfather, our grandparents going through these things. So we have little opportunity to live Liberia to be where we are. I think it's pretty upon us to contribute back to the society we came from. So you guys can get to join and contact me or join, give my number to you. We'll still make our little contribution towards the project. We say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh,
You coming
Thank
representative of
you.
Space 6. Thank
thank
you, my
you.
brother Chris. Now,
Thank you.
I want to direct this question to all of you. Any of you can answer. It's still on the guest house project thing. The issue of infrastructure in Liberia, we have a lot. A lot of people build infrastructure, but when it comes to the aftermath maintenance of those infrastructure becomes the problem. What is your Diaquado Incorporation own way of putting in maintenance after you guys have constructed this guest house project in your Diaple? Any of you can answer that.
All right. Thank you. With
So,
the experience
yeah.
we have, like, yeah, some of us on this platform, that has been major problem, not even with, community development, even the NGO intervention that we do. Like some time ago, you will see when agriculture project, take for example, is there, you will see the swamp lay, or everybody will be a part of it, and soon the project is over, everything died down, the swamp becomes swamp again, and not lay off. So we are cognizant of that. So what we've done is we have a town-based steering committee. All right. When this steering committee, and at the end, when this guest house is constructed, the major thing about this that we are proud that our people are doing is ownership. Because some of us sometimes only go in their place, sometimes when the season coming like this, to go and visit for 1 or 2 days. So we have people on the ground that have committed themselves to this. There are local labor that they are doing. We are not paying them for that. So that way is their own contribution. So if you can take your time, you go, you brush a place, when time to lay that block, you will be responsible to beat a block, and you will do everything. Nobody bringing anything free except for these material that are not available, like cement and other building material, but everything concerning to labor, the people will do it themselves. So by that way, it is their own thing. It's not somebody thing, like to say that Matthew's Clement project here, to say when Matthew not here, when I hold, it is their place project. And for that, that is part of our exit strategy. Maybe if we are exiting in leadership, we'll still have structure in place that will be headed by the leadership of the town, that will be working closely with the people. And because it is their own thing, proceed from there, they will be able to maintain it. So proceed from there will go towards the maintenance of the place and also towards other town development. So those are exit strategies, or continuous maintenance strategy that we have in place. So it's not just Omindo, Jesse sitting out in Monrovia, okay, just sending cement bag when the house reach them. Nobody, everybody turns their back to it. People are on the ground that are willing, as we speak, to own the property as their own. So that why it is called their play, guest house. It's not anyone's guest house. I'm sure the only time that guest house will not be maintained, I don't think it will happen, is when Diablo not on the surface of the earth. But as long as Diablo is on the surface of the earth, with the kind of leadership and the kind of ownership that we're trying to put into the project, I don't think that our guest house will be looked down upon. So that is strategy.
Thank you. I will come back to you so that you can explain more about that. But let me go to the program director. This
Yeah.
is a really huge project. Give us the overview of this project. How many bedrooms we're talking about here? What's the estimated value of this? How many facilities are attached to this project? Give us a total backdrop of them.
All right. Can I come in?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's directed to you.
All right. So thank you. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. So we had a plan, architectural plan. So our whole guest house is about 20 bedroom house with multi-purpose conference hall that will take approximately 500 plus human beings. And then we also have entertainment area on it, like cafeteria or something to be able to food sale, where when the guests come and they are there or conferences are there will be catering services provided to the people. So we have this a story building. So, and we estimated this project to $115,000 United States dollars from the foundation to the completion, so that guests will be able to be there. So that's our dream. And when it comes to the contractor, like the chairman said, we also have our sons and daughters from North Diapley in a diverse profession. There are some engineers, some construction, masonry, and electrical engineers. So we also want to mobilize them and pay them. We will not want them to just do the work without pay, but we'll make them to be paid and then be able to contribute from the pay that they will be able to have. They will be able to contribute to the guest house project. So those are the ideas, because in most cases, people want for community people to give or somebody to give without empowering them to be able to source the resource or the money that they'll be able to give. So if you empower them, you'll be able to give. So those are our strategy. Like you talked about as a strategy, no other activity that we be involved in will be without as a strategy. The sustainability aspect is the community ownership. And then we also will have the guest or management will be set up amongst the people over there, and then we intend to take people from there to train them to be able to serve the people, like hotel management and other things. So there are so many plans that we have to keep that guest house up to standard, that when you leave from here, you go, you lay down in your Diapley, you will know that you are living or you are sleeping in either Abidjan in a hotel, in Abidjan, or in Liberia here in a Royal Grand Hotel, because each room is self-contained. Each room is self-contained, where you have your own bathroom, you have your suite, where you'll be able to sit to enjoy yourself. So that's our intention. And we expect to have this thing done from the time we are launching, from the foundation time. Our projection is within 3 years' time, we should be able to complete that. 2 to 3 years' time.
When are you guys going to launch the project?
Okay, the project has already been launched. But what we're doing now is creating more awareness, raising more funding that we'll be able to do. So like we gave you the background earlier, there are works going on. There are works going on currently as we speak in Diapley. People are molding the bricks. The cement that were being sent over there, they are molding the bricks. And then, yes, works are going on. So what we're doing now, based on our engagement with you, we are creating more awareness that starting from the 27th of this month, we will be, guests will be arriving in Diapley for another phase of fundraising, where we have series of activity that will lead us to fundraising. By the 28th, when we get into Diapley, we'll get into Diapley on the 27th. When we get there, or even though the team that we have, they already on the ground making things, working things out. But if we get there on the 28th, we are engaging the community. We're having what we call a clean up campaign, mobilizing the people, reaching out to churches, reaching out to all different sectors that in the town, to engage them and make them to be able to be aware that the activity is there. Then we will also be having what we call birth month rally and dollar rally, $1 rally. So if, for example, we get like 1,000 persons pay $1, we'll be able to raise the money. And birth month rally amongst ourselves, we are going to divide the months into quarter, 3 months If you are from January, February, March, you are entitled to one basket where you will be able to fill it with money so that we'll be able to have. And then we have our guests that we are inviting, that which we will call their name later on, to be also to give them invitation, open invitation, even though we are sending invitation to them, but open invitation will be also be brought here on this platform. So we are doing everything to be able to raise money. And the essence of us coming on this platform is, like our brother just said, from Zia, from the Tabitha Bell. We want to applaud you for that. We want to tell you thank you. We want you guys over there to preach your Jaquado guest house, so people will be able to help fund us, because it is self project, community self project. So we do not have diaspora or funding raise, funding sources or any support from any other means but from ourselves. So we actually came here for you people to promote the issue of what contributing to this guest house. Yeah, so
Thank you. Before we go to the chairman, I want to ask the chairman emeritus this question. Now, Jesse, this guest house project, how does it align with the overall mission and value of Nyor Diakwado?
I didn't get it clear.
The guest house project, how does it align with the mission of Nyor Diakwado?
Okay. Nyor Diakwado, according to our constitution and the article of incorporation, is a self-help community organization. So let me tell you, Mr. Ping, even one time we carry a guest in the town, wherein even the chairman, he was on a team, and we reached in Diaple, we had no area for the guests to sleep. So at the end of the day, in the evening, we had to leave from there to go to sleep instantly. So we thought it was that we are connected to a lot of people. So the best thing to do is to build the guest house in Diaple whenever we we go in the town with guests so they can have a comfortable place to live. Even besides carrying a guest, people like the vice president, the president, anytime they may like to visit our home. So I think it is better for us to have that guest house in their place. So I think it's aligned directly with our mission as an organization. So let me make this clarity. Every politician has a home. They came from somewhere, and
I think the last word that I hear was every politician have a home they came from somewhere. Now let's get to you, Mr. Chairman. The program that you are about to in Diaple, how many guests are you expecting to turn out for that program? And what do you expect from the citizens of the town when those arrive?
All right, thank you. Before going to that, like our chairman emeritus were trying to respond to your question. So I think if I heard you say what they align with Nyor Diakwado, because again, like we said we are united for development. So it align with one of our vision, which is to carry development, infrastructure development in our town. That's why it aligns with as an organization. So when it comes to the upcoming activities, a series of activities we will have to raise funds for these activities. But for this one coming starting December 27th, that will be the arrival date. We're invited, people from different backgrounds. We have invited people from the churches, like he's saying, the churches in our community. And the concept, one of the things I told our team was, if we get in Diaple, we will not leave any stone behind. We need to explain the purpose of the project and what it intends to do. So one thing that the misconception people will have a guest house project or guest house in a rural area, they can mistake guest house for sometimes motel. So we want to disabuse the mind of the people that this thing we're doing will not be motel. So that way, the churches will be involved. That even if you have a church conference, one typical example that will even give you like what Jesse was telling you when we had a team from Jamaica that we trying to collaborate with another organization. We drove to their place. There was no sleeping place. We were forced to drive back to Samikoli and sleep. Why should it be so? If we had a decent place over there, we were going to spend the night and proceed from there, we'll go to their place development. So, okay, take for example, the churches can have conference. Guests will come from Banga. Like we have a Lutheran church in a town. It's in your parish headquarters. All right, people can leave from Monrovia. The LCI can go there. Where do they go to sleep? So when you have the kind of guest house, it also open up and you know by extension it creates job opportunity because we try to also empower our youth, our citizen. When the guest house is open, like the chairman was saying, we're going to train people like the housekeepers, the receptionists, the bartenders, everything you think of in a well-established guest house. All of these staff will have to be there. That's another way of job creation for our people. So back to your question of who are those we're expecting. Since we started a project, there are people that have been contributing immensely to our project and continue to do. So we are inviting some of them to appreciate them for their effort and to continue to urge them to continue to support us. So we are inviting, in fact, our honorable senator, we are inviting him, Senator Samuel Koga. He hails from your Gomable. He's my own childhood a friend and brother. We play football together, so we are inviting him to come to that program. We are invited on several occasions, but I know he has series of engagement. And this time we are lucky that he's spending the new year in your Goma play. So he's one of our invitees. So we have also invited the Honorable District Number 5 Representative, Honorable Koto Kwagru. We have also invited him to come to the program. We have invited Honorable Miame, though he's a member, Chairman Emeritus. Again, our people can say you can get one person twice based on their status. We have invited him to form part of the delegation as well. We have also invited one of our initial contributors, Honorable Jackson Yuo of the Yuo Foundation. I'm saying initial because when the idea was birthed in one of our meetings, he was the very first person that embraced the idea and donated, give us $100 US on the spot. When we're just discussing, we are not going anywhere. And besides, he have been helping us. And he promised some things for us during certain time when he graced the occasion. He made the initial payment. There are some things that he still promised. We're looking up to see in that day with that contribution, as well as Honorable Miamen also promised us. So we have invited some people from the diaspora, like the Miami had a very large family in the diaspora. We also invited them. They can be there physically, they can be represented. We also using that occasion to call on people that initially, pledged, to this project, because when we had it last year, there were a lot of pledges that came in. So those people, we trying to, encourage them to come to this program to make good of their pledges so that we can jumpstart our project. So those are key people that we are invited, to the program to grace our program. And the good thing about it, sometimes we say, but why you send the invitation lately? Because sometimes when you get people invitation, far ahead of time, they can forget. Before giving it to them, say we call them, we have been talking with them, calling one. We say this, we just formalizing it with letter, but it's something that they are all aware of and they have all consented to be there on that day. So on that day, on the grand rally that we're talking about to launch the dollar rally, there where we will be having all of these activities. And prior to this, we'll do our yearly financial report to the community, what we'll be able to raise, because when you are transparent, accountable to the people, they are open to spend their 1 cent. So those are things that we have learned for the upcoming program.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. I wanted to go to the financial aspect of the project, how much you raised so far, how have you been spending it, and all of that. But since you say you will be doing report, I'm pretty sure that
Yeah.
the team from BKS radio station and TV will also be in their play that day to cover the program. So yeah, maybe when you do,
Yeah.
not take the cat out of the bag when the time have not reached. So
Yeah.
that leads me to
Mhm.
the next point of discussion. Now, you guys are writing other politicians and other people from the town align with other politicians. Other people don't align with those politicians. Do you have any fear that this project will turn to a political motivated project or a politically motivated project?
Okay,
Like,
I
like,
want
like, like no, you politician, when you thought you say, let me
to.
talk. Don't talk, just say. Like he
All right.
said, your politicians are from whom? We are inviting them as eminent citizens, but we just attaching a title to them. So in fact, like Honorable Kragu, when he passed around some time ago, he made an initial contribution of 100,000
And
to
now
the
we're
project. Okay, so we are inviting these people as eminent citizens or indirect beneficiary of the project. These people are crowd puller. And sometimes when they go into the town, they are the one that are inconveniencing our poor people back home. They don't have anywhere for their group. So that way, when we have this guest house project, they are indirect beneficiary to this project. So when we have this project, constructed, fully functional, nobody want to host people. We're not going to be not that we are selfish, but that's a purpose. So if you politician, you come in the town, we'll show you, say we'll get guest house over there. So that burden of maybe when they come, they go to town chief, to inconvenience town chief will go to the quarter chief. No, 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 no. This is a modern time. If you guess, you come, maybe we come to your official duty fine. If that why your protocol says it's fine, but ordinarily we have a guest house. So this thing will directly impact everyone, politician or business people, religious group. So it cut across. So we're not leaving anybody behind, despite their status. And again, we are not siding with any politician. That was, like I stated earlier, when the chairman emeritus had the intention, we had to ask him to resign the post. He honorably resigned his post. But again, he's a citizen of New Japle. Honorable Koga is a renowned, prominent citizen of New. So we can still invite him despite he being politicians. Honorable Kragu is the district representative. He's one of the huge crowd puller. Anytime he passing around, you stop by and he can also contribute to that. So again, we don't see it because we will our actions or siding with people or whatsoever we do that what will impact the politician. But again, we have been guided by this bylaw and constitution. If you go in our chat room, anybody want to discuss any political team, sometimes we block you because we don't want for our chat room to be infested with politicians. And we all here, we are human being, we are political human being. I may not openly side with anybody because of my role as chairperson, as an NGO worker, but deep down my heart, I will side, but I will not openly do that. So that we are guided by that. So we will not allow politicians to influence the development project.
Thank you. Now, Jesse, you want to say something to that before we go to the next question?
Yeah, thank you. I think I was online when the network went up. I previously said that all of us we came from home before becoming a politician. So right now I'm on this show as a citizen of New Diaple. A private citizen is not a politician. And besides that, I appear here with the chairman and the project director as the former leader of New Diapado. So our mission here tonight is to lobby with our citizens from Buya Electoral District number 5, our citizens from Nima and the country at large so they can come for us so that we can build our guest house to be a help to our community in Nima country at large.
Thank you. Thank you so much. DK is trying to join. DK, welcome to the show this evening, Chief. You are muted.
I'm talking to myself. Thank you, John.
Okay.
Thank you, big brother Matthew, uh,
Yes,
Honorable Jesse Meme, and my brother Montopo. That's sorry, I was doing babysitting, so it can be
the
critical here when you're
necessary.
doing babysitting. Yeah, when you're doing babysitting,
Yeah,
it can be easy. No way to bring her. So I just left
mhm,
her now with her mother. I had to go on a hustle.
the
So,
necessary.
yeah, I just want to tell you guys thank you. I saw the project and everything. So, whatever you guys want us to contribute, man, that is huge. And particularly from Booyah, that we want to get involved. That's why when Osona and myself spoke, I said, no, we have to find time. Even at 3 hours, we'll give it to you guys to talk about the development initiating in our district, particularly in the your area. So I just want to appreciate you guys. Our doors are open. Whatever way we can help. We all are on a platform. Those are all from Booyah. You're not going to our door. Whatever way we can help, so we can help for that project to go on. One key thing I took when I joined, I was listening to Big Brother Matthew was to not get politicians involved. Yeah, now everybody want to take credit. That when a project stall somewhere along the line, or people will come and end our project, then they say that their project. So sometimes when our hands go down with undertaking development initiative or such in our towns, in our region, we need to be clear when we are appealing. Yeah, yeah. So bomb it up, so I just want to appreciate you
Mhm.
guys for everything. Our doors are open and thank you. I will be in the back and John, I think police behind me, so I'm leaving small.
Okay.
Thank you, DK. Thank you so
All right.
much for
Thank you,
giving
DK.
us.
We appreciate.
Thank you. I think your program director is having some kind of network problem, so we'll direct most of the question to you and
Yeah.
Honorable Jesse as we go along the
Mm.
way. I think we've gone almost half of the discussion. Those of you just joining us, we want to say welcome to the show this evening. We have Chairman Matthew here with us tonight from the Inyo Diaquado and Chairman Emeritus Jesse K. Miaman also here with us tonight. My next question to you, Honorable Chairman. This is a long-term project. And like you said, you are a developmental oriented organization. You need to go in other places to impact them too as well. A lot of facilities or a lot of projects need to be undertaken in your dear play. Now you are
Mhm.
anticipating that this project will be completed in the next 2 to 3 years from now. What are your short-term projects too as well? Your short-term goal as in your the Aquado Incorporated.
All right. So again, like we stated earlier, prior to embarking on this major project that we're trying to undertake, we have been impacting lives in your Diapley, especially as it relates to our brothers and sisters who are in and out of your Diapley that have some constraint. So as part of our project, most of the things that we are doing, the only way it will be sustainable, the only way it will be appreciated, it will be through education. Because if you even have that guest house, the kind of student want to do it, to even open it, you will need to read. So our one of our project is ensuring the education of our youth. That has been one of the major problems. And for us, like I stated earlier, I have been in a classroom. I've been one of the advocates for
Online.
education in the district. So our major concern will be supporting the schools in your discipline so that we can have good instructional facilities there for the students that will attract them. So as part of our medium term is how can we will be working along with the school there to see how we can support it. In fact, in some time where even ourselves, when we have a time, go there for 1 or 2 weeks, how we can support the school system even with our time. We're trying to carry on not only the guest house project, our teachers, so they're not even used to computer. So can we rally around, maybe try to establish a computer lab in the public school? It's a leading school. In time to come, it will be elevated to high school. How can you have a high school that students, even teachers from there, are not even able to operate a computer? So those are things that we, in the medium term, alongside this, because with all of these things we're talking, is just education that will make it work, to be appreciated. So education is one of the key things that we are into, and even at the sub-regional level, we have people in Sanikole. Our brothers are in Sanikole, so they're attending the Nima University. Some are in Ganta attending LCC. Some are in Monrovia. Yeah. So as the way of sometimes appreciating them, sometimes when they're having major hurdles or minor hurdles, we go in to help them, sometimes individually, not as an organization. Like we have our brother, the Omindo, my very self. So we've been able to help our brothers in those ways. But again, as the medium term, so as to prepare us for a sustainable guest house project or other project in the future, we feel that the education of our people is key. And that education of our people, if you just go to the tertiary one, it will not be good. Even adult literacy, one of the things that affecting our people, despite being the cocoa belt and cocoa is making money, is the way they how they manage their income. So we want to also introduce business skills where the little proceeds from their cocoa sale,
Yeah,
let
all
them
that.
be able to know how much they realize from their cocoa sale within a year. It will surprise you that some of our brothers in the area, sometimes their only means of income, they will go and pawn it sometimes for years. How do you survive? So we want to educate them on that and have some kind of microfinance loan in the future. So those are things that we even thinking on. One of the things that we also did, like Jesse was telling you about, I want to call it honorable, say, yeah, because we're calling honorable or be dignifying yeah, politician will say, oh, okay. So he's my son, I call him Kawuma most of the time. So one of the things that we also doing, there's this group that we are with, they are based in Jamaica, it's called Move with Compassion. So we also talking to them so that they can come and construct, some mission in our area. So those are things that the lobby that we are doing out here as citizens from the town. Some time ago, we went there, we met with a group of children, and we are expecting them this year to come in next year, early next year, to come for another visit. So again, the town has identified a spot for the mission construction. So like we said, everything that benefits our people, once we have the opportunity to want to carry back home. Those team traveled from Jamaica. When they landed here, the first place they saw in Liberia beside Monrovia, we drove through and went to New Diaple. Though we were not able to sleep there because of the accommodation constraint, we were able to go back to Sanikore to sleep. And they have New Diaple at heart to carry development. So those are things that we're doing alongside a major project, because this one is a tangible, that the one that everybody looking at, but on the ground we are doing other things to support our community and people.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you to your team for being here tonight. It's been a wonderful conversation with you guys, and I want to wish you all the best. I mean, if there is a guest house in your Diaple and Junior is leaving to go to Nyole,
Yeah.
he won't worry again anymore of his friends that he's carrying.
Yeah.
He'll be thinking, I
Yeah.
go ahead and tell my grandpa, say, nah, I got folks here
Yeah.
today. But
Yeah.
it's really a great project, and the BKS family, we are with you in this. Whatever initiative that you are undertaking, we ask you that you please call on us. We'll be there with our team to cover the program and let people know. We'll be there also doing the fundraiser, so that we can see what we can do. I will also discuss this with my CEO. He's a really in really high gear when it comes to issue pertaining to Nyor. So I'm pretty sure that he will make his contribution on behalf of this platform. Again, thank you guys for being here. Before we take leave of you guys, let's start with you and our Jesse. Finally, what could be your message to the people on Nyor, the people of Booyah? You know, other people thinking that, yeah, this project is only for Nyor Diaple. Why we are come from Goma Play or Blanc Tour or Butuo to say I want to participate in this project. This is only for Nyor Diaple. I don't care. What could be your words or a message to those people who are thinking in that direction?
Thank you, Mr. Tilly, for your pending contribution. Mr. Ping, let me tell you, citizen participation in community development is very vital to the growth and development of every, country. The development in Diapley is not only meant for only Diapley. Diapley is situated in the center of Nyo. The people of Butuo, they have access to Nyo Diapley. The people of Manwe, they have access to Nyo Diapley. The people of Baroplay, they have access to Nyo Diapley. Nyo Diapley is in the center of Nyo. And even besides that, Butuo, Lowle, Gameplay, the entire region, they have access to Nyo Diapley. So the guest house project over there is not only meant for only Nyo Diapley. So we are calling upon all the citizens of Buya Electoral District number 5, Nimba County, and even the country at large to contribute towards that project. So we are calling upon everybody, even the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia. If possible, we're going to send a letter to the President of it because that project is intended for everybody. Because one day, the President, maybe he will decide to visit in our region and he may want to go sleep in our guest house. So it's intended for everybody. Hey, shit.
I think somebody calling his line. So let's go to you, the program director. You are having some network problem. We've concluded with the discussion for today. What is your word to the people of your Diapley? You guys are going very soon, like you said. Folks are already started to arrive. You guys will be leaving on the 27th. What is your word to them as the guests will be arriving in the town? Other dignitaries will be arriving. What is that special message that you want to send to them?
All right, thank you, Junior, and thank you for all of you for your contribution. Sorry for the interruption. Internet have been giving me tough time. I told my
Wow. All right, Chairman. Let's go over to you.
people
I
in
think
Diapley. Yeah, the town chief was calling me, so that I bought the culture now.
Yeah.
The town chief,
okay.
yeah, he said, yeah, they are following us. So we are looking up to them. We are counting on them of their usual contribution, their usual willingness, and their hospitality to be able to accommodate our guests that are coming as they have been done in the past. So we are coming to the citizens in your Diapley party in particular to be able to raise funds again, like we've been communicating with you. So we are kindly asking everyone to be available to open our doors for our strangers so that our dreams, this guest house dream is a big dream that we know that we can be able to achieve it when everyone comes on board and everyone see it to be their own. So we're looking up to you. We're coming there, and we told you earlier that there will be game, there will be football game, kickball game, there will be birth month rally. So for those of you who don't know your birth month, please reach out to somebody. Let me tell you from January, February, March, one will be in one group. People from April, May, June in one group. People up to December. So you will know where you fall, that you will be able to contribute, and we will be able to give at least $1 or its equivalent in Liberian dollar, which is like $200. You can put it there, or anything that you get more than that, you can put it in the basket, so we'll be able to raise the money. They got parable in our diet that says
before you conclude,
people,
program director, for the Brevmont rally, people want to support their Brevmont in return for something. Would there be an award to be given to the Brevmont, those that will win? Maybe if I'm in the category 1, which is January, February, March, is there any award that will be given to us?
Yes, so there will be award that will be given to people who will win the birth month. Like we initially told them this guest house, after building the guest house, the contributors and people who will do significant sacrifices to come to see this guest house built, your name will be erected on the stone that will be there for memory, for someone to memorize it or to remember it in the future as generation comes and go. So there will be reward also for that. Even we are also planning, if after this program, we are also planning to have a trophy. We have a tournament that will be played around. I mean, all the towns around Buyao will be able to partake in this tournament. There will be also award. We are planning subsequent activities that will bring more funding and that will make people to be part of this. So we're looking up to that. There will be award. There will be award if you're above your birthmonth made or somebody win from your group. Definitely there will be award. We'll be able to give to you and recognize you in the midst of the people. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Matthew. Yeah. But before we come to you, DK, we are concluding with our guests. If you have anything to say there before we go to the chairman to conclude.
So, John, please, before the chairman comes, I wanted to end. But something I wanted to say, like, I think my chairman and the chairman emeritus has said it when I was struggling with internet. We actually counting on BKX and the rest of the people who are listening to us to support this, our project. For us, we feel that giving out to development or such is very essential than giving out to something. To say, for example, some people say, "Oh, funeral time," they start giving money. But development that will be lasting, that will impact everyone. It will be appreciated. We're looking up to you people. Please reach out, be our messenger, and for any case you want to get to you, we are available to be. Get to us. We are available to be able to give you contact information that will be able to send to your contribution. So it's important. Even BKX CEO, or one time somebody came posted for him in one of our fundraising that he makes some pledges to be able to make. But we're looking up to him. We know that
he not getting your pledge. He not giving your tell. So we're not saying yet.
No, at the time, the reason why we did not press on, because after that program, there was unfortunate situation with our sister. So we noted that there was some family issue. But we're looking up to that pledge to come to fulfillment. And I don't know if the chairman, I already talked about people who have been doing some contributions. So I want to tell everyone who have been contributing, thank you. Yes, like Justin Yo, like Koto Kwagru, Samson Wuna, and the rest of the people. So just we want to say thank you.
All the politicians?
No, they are citizens of Buyao. Even you yourself over there, we're looking up to you for your contribution. I think this is the initial contribution to allow us to be there.
I'm not politician.
No, I'm talking about you are there, you are not politician. I think you are citizens of Buyao. And besides that, all the places you are passing, in the area that we know, so you'll be able to do something. We're looking out to everybody. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right, Chairman. Let's hear from you, Chief.
Yeah. All right. I was waiting because you wanted to give DK a chance. Whether you have anything to say? If you have nothing, DK, you have anything or any question?
Yeah. So, Brother Matthew, like Gontobo has said, I love development initiative like this, and so I will actually make my contribution. Not this time, not the first season time here, because the request from Africa, they can follow us. So yeah,
I know.
So that in particular time, y'all go to the groundbreaking and everything, and have me in your book that I will do whatever little contribution I can make, because that will make us great. So,
but yes, you can make the promise here and I make the pledge.
I want to be a CEO. The CEO may play. You're not giving me. Don't put me up. I want to be a CEO. Yeah, so I will do my own. But Matthew, thank you for everything, and I'm actually in for it. So they continue to make our place great. Yeah, their place should even be a city by now, because of the town, the size of the town, the population, and everything. So how great we are, and so before we go to the city status, they have something that will actually give all that city status. So thank you very much. I appreciate everything. Our doors are open. Anytime you want to use BKS, even at the launching, you want BKS to be there. That one you will just pay because we have to send a reporter there. So that one, yeah. But Matthew been with NGO for long. We'll just do some kind of check and give it to him. They all do that.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay, thanks to everyone here. Okay, I think in our setting, they say that, man, we can't talk tonight. You say my people not talk all. So I will stay talk some. So I want to be as simple as possible for our people to understand. I will end up in a Dan dialect. I will try in it. I'm not too fluent in it, but I will try. So again, we have said it all. We're counting on our people. Your Japanese people, the Nyo people, Buyao people, Nima people, Liberians, we depend on you for this project. Because this project, it is just named after Diapley, but you know, sometimes people that will benefit this project will not even be the citizens of Diapley. People that will be passing by, it may just being home away from home in a kind of, you know, cultural or natural environment, far away like that, it can really make people to feel good. So again, we want to say a very big thank you to the BKS family. In fact, most of our activities there, they can help us. The reason sometimes we delay with the communication is we have the kind of medium. The number of human beings that we have reached out within this 2 hours is more than even going, you know, sending letter or sending people to people that we used to do way back. We appreciate this station highly. So we want to call on our people in Diapley who will be the host. We are calling on them. One of the things I want to encourage them, because the reason sometimes our organization then can feel in our setting, even with us in Monrovia here, people don't attend meetings. When you call for meeting, especially to make report, people will not come, but they will carry on speculation. That's why we have made it our duty as we are coming. We will get there. I will go over what the project director said. We'll be arriving on the 27th. The 27th will do the general cleanup campaign. We can call in our data now. We'll take back our fourth brother that used to do it way back when they get in the town. It will go from horse to horse. There another way of raising your awareness and raising fund. At least when we can sweep it from your horse, that $50, $100 we'll put it there. At the end, we'll account for that money. So we will be able to do our financial report on Monday. When we get it after cleaning on Monday, will be the day that we will tell you all the things that we were able to generate so that you don't even know of. While the time people then have been able to contribute to the project, will be able to give a comprehensive, a full report of that, so that tomorrow there will be no speculation. The report will not be something I will just go there to read in my mouth. There will be hard copies. I will give it to every interested person, like the town chief, the committee, so that tomorrow, sometime when we'll have the opportunity or when we leave a stage, records will be there for us. So we are calling upon everybody as we're speaking tonight. Most of them are listening, like Omindo said. We want so that they can put on that their Nyo spirit, that Japanese spirit, that Kwapa spirit, where they are hospitable. They accept everybody that come their way, to open their arms as we come into again for another program. As part of this fundraiser, we'll have the quarters meeting one another in a friendly kickball and football encounter. That one is just open. And again, the Monrovia team, I will be taking the number 5 for the team. I will be playing that day. We will play the local team as well. So
I'll be the keeper. I'll be the goal for Monrovia.
All right. So those are things that we'll have. But again, like Omido said, we want to appreciate somebody here too who is in the diaspora that is really supporting us. And you know, for him, we think the same way. He has promised to give us trophy to stage a tournament. So we will be coming up with another fundraiser in a form of tournament that will carry in Buyao, and that trophy, the awards, and everything will come from the state. We want to appreciate on the public manner, Brother Augustus Dulagbe. He's in Maryland. He has been supportive of this project, and everyone has been supporting this project. Dulango. All right, so we want to call on everyone to support this process. It is not Omindo process, it's not Omindo project, it's not Matthew project. It is your Japley project. It is your project. It is Booyah project. Let's support this project so that when people come to our area, they will see the difference. The thing we're talking, like I said earlier, Omindo, myself, maybe few people can say, let's join and build a guest house. But it will be our property. Nobody will get voice over it. But again, no, it will not have the community ownership. That's why we say, let's put together, let's put our 1 cent together. Everybody will have a say in that. So we're looking up to seeing everybody on that day, especially during the financial report. Please tell us so you can't speculate. Because what can kill that organization is speculation. They will not come. They say, they finish eating the money. All the money we collect, we don't know what's happening. With everything, if you go in our chat room, every step we take along the way, we may report. So we'll be giving a comprehensive report from last year, December, up to this. Those who have contributed, we'll call their name. The one that we use, and they are visible, but we'll say because we use it to buy the land, we use to do the survey, we send cement there, but everything people need to make a report. But the reports are making it because we're doing it already. We'll call their name. So if you were somebody who pledged those days, we don't want to be calling names here, but they know themselves good. So if you pledge, you are not made that contribution, we pray that you bring it over so that we can help to build a guest house project. So we want to close by saying a very Merry Christmas to our people, and we're looking up to a prosperous 2026. As we enter 2026, we will be too intentional about what we want to do as project team this year. During that meeting where we'll do the financial report, we'll be coming up with calendar events for this year, and also that we can be checking our progress against what we are doing. So it will say in this first quarter, what do we plan? We want to carry the foundation up. This quarter, it will be the project. So we'll be intentional about that. So we're looking up to everybody to come on board. The good thing is whatsoever that you give to this project will be accounted for, and you will see the result. Let's do this together so that our town, like DK was saying, Diapley is at the verge of getting status or township status. If Diapley can get township started, then what more about Diapley? So let's position ourselves so that when we are saying, when we're going out there to say we're advocating for township status or for citizen or city status, we will say we get the kind of infrastructures. Diapley had a hospital in the making. Diapley had a guest house. Diapley had a junior high school. Diapley had a market. Those are things that we, when can make you to talk among people to the project. Yeah, the people deserve the thing that they're fighting for. So until we can have the kind of infrastructure, it will be hard. What do we have? So we want to call on our people for all hands to be on deck so that we will do this thing together. At the end of the day, we all will carry the glory. This glory is not belonging to the chairman, not belonging to the project director. It is Diapley thing we're doing. To finally conclude, I let talking. I'm a journalist by profession, so I let talking small too. So I will want to speak small dialect. So, yeah, menu. It eka nyo Diapley, eka nyo chiefdom, eka booyah, eka itoka toto yiwo ba gbe do why we na ge yipo kwa mo si yomu, ka mo si yomu. O kwa ni awoko Diapley yi dora be yi me na ka kwa do kwa do be yi lo kanu da mo tro bun dozer kazu o suna yere ba aye mo si ye no Diapley na yazie de pe do apete ba lo ka Diapley yi ka mi yi na me yi ne be yi lo ka Diapley ya Diapley po bi da ke eto yi lo do ka kwa pu be kwa o keke zire kwa o na mo temba ka kwa lo bo po no cause on people kwa de no go kwa de no Diapley da ka kwa po aka bo ka kwa person ya go mo kan ya no menu pio aye ya go mo a son yi do ka menu yi go no pe mo ameka da kwa da kwa do church no mo sa de ka mu ne me ka kwa bi ka kwa to po do kwa me na kwa ka ne ya o mo te ka wa do kwa me na a o do ye de ka mo ye guess o kwa do ni a ga wa ka do re amu ye mu so ya ka ba ka me sa ngai choma pe o wa o son ya po ka pe ka be son ya po gbe kun po kwa wu kwa po wu ta po yi me na bo ka chome no ka ne ka de ka gudo ka ni no bo me ake ka ni na ka si ka go ka digo e ni anu ro o ke so aye ni anu wa no mu wadi wana tino wodo wode so wa goma kwa bote ba do dia play wode me ya so ye goma aye cho me kwa nye aye de ame kan tenten do la ga ne eto zia e kwa na ye go yi goma o dizama e na gu enu nebe na e kwa ye sare we ro ka report go dia ka do pa mara me bu na e jable me wa o baba de so zia e na we yi me we na yi zia yi spend ka me wo jable me na bugo jable me e sare me kwa do a report we da do ko yi zo ka do ka gan ka kama fun kwa do wa pe ya pe na ke e me be zo da vlo so kwa sare kwa kama ka report yan ka ai report na ya ka kwa gomo me sa bi report ya ka me sare zo ya wo za be do we ka kwa do ogbo anyi ya pe ka kwa do ka do nu gon nu ko kwa bo ma kwa kopie bo akwala mane me go we ne pa iba tino ka kwa bo ma dia na apa no mo fa ma ga no mo fa ga defend gbe mo ga no mo fa ga so kwa bo ma ya gomo kwa do kwa rally ko zia do yi no mo to ka bi no t-shirt no ka t-shirt yi no good t-shirt ka kwa do kwa koso t-shirt a blebe topi a t-shirt color blebe di mi no ka mo ka kan do so me ka potilo de ku ka mo si podwa ka place ka mo si podwa o pedo ka na we ka buki bi ke kan t-shirt ba do it of 1000 t-shirt qualities of t-shirt ganda mo ka zan do t-shirt do yi no mo do ka tewe asunu so ka gan ya ka pu ni anu la nu kwa ko ya wogo menu wo sa de me bunu de me bunu ka da mo ka wo benu wo te ka wo do ka kwezi ba ne ka ro ponu ka nu ya ka ka yu ne ka kwa ka so eto pa me a bia ka ni ya pie kwa mosi wo mo si ya no kwa ko di already kwedo kwa kwa kwedo yo mo kwa mo do zo ka zuodo ka tutorial unto gomo Matthew Gbaregbe Fleming Mato Chairman Yodi Akwado.
Thank you so much, Chairman Matthew Gomo Fleming, for being here tonight. It's been a wonderful conversation with you and your team, Mr. Gontopo. Noah, thank you guys for being here tonight. Hopefully, our team will be in your play with you guys and we'll cover all of the activities there. Thank you guys for being here tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We really want to see them there, and they are always been our back. They have been doing well for us.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. And so, folks, that was the voice of the team from Nyodi Akwado speaking to us here tonight, basically on their guest house project that they are about to undertake in Nyodi Playtown, District 5, Nima County. And of course, from my end, I want to say a Merry Christmas to all of you guys and a Happy New Year in advance. We'll go for this break, and when we come back, we will be discussing a bit of Nima politics. We got approximately 20 minutes on here. We got approximately 20 minutes. There is an issue about a check going around. We will give you a backdrop of that check, and we will also be discussing it here tonight on the show. But let's go for this 30 seconds break. We'll be right back.
Son Yakobu, Yakama be, Akunu Yetone, Kofun Akobe, Yapua Wasia. Ayama Koko Dota, Makabedata, Makote Samomeva, Makono Dota, Manabu Yente, Akane Kina, where Marashago Maduama, Mapeta Rumor. Ma chopi theater, ma parti baba, ma como ma ye plan, ma kwata pie de ga ye kane pere wea, ma se ma wase, sie me sie da, wo koma suoda, wo pona ho ya. No pada kwetu, pake ma kwa wane, ye wane bude wea. No para kwetu, patronia kwa wane, ye wane loso de o. Manyano tire, manso tameti unkuya kanswa ye wabola tule. Kwipunu wa metino, takwanu abonta, kwipunu bauka kametino wabola, yeye na saduo. Kwipunu kuo mwe jira mewoko, mebuo na efi woko, mebuo mwe peroni emuka wa abikoto, sasa de
And so, good evening again. Welcome back to the show here, Vic Sealing. Welcome to the Heat Hour program here on BKS TV. And like we said in our intro, we'll be discussing a check that was delivered to the Nima County Sports Steering Committee. It has been speculated widely that this check came from the superintendent of Nima County, Malakomia Begono. Now, we want to establish the conversation here tonight as we move on with the discussion. Is this check from the superintendent as it is being speculated, or this is a check from the Nima County Social Development Fund? This is interesting, This is really, really interesting. Now, as you see the check on the screen, I want to read this news from Nima TV Limited. Why am I reading it from Nima TV Limited? It is because folks from the Nima TV are the ones serving as the public relation officer for the Nima County Sports Steering Committee, even though the reporter who wrote this news is not a part of the Nima County Sports Steering Committee this year, but this is the report he wrote. Grace, I want to read this report, then we can come back to this check and try to balance the information. Now, this report was done by Daniel Gates Jr. on the 22nd, the date that this check was signed and given to Mamadi Sharif, who happened to be the coach of the Nima County team this year. And I also saw on the superintendent page that 1,000 from this money will be given to the boys team, 500 will be given to the girls team, I believe, and another 500 for the coaches. Now let's go to the report and we can go to the other discussion in a subsequent time. Now it says here the head coach has appreciated Superintendent Kou Miape Gono for her support of the county's team. Now, this is the headline. Nima County soccer head coach has appreciated Superintendent Kou Miape Gono for her support of the county's team. The news follows says that Coach Mamadi Benjamin Sharif took to his official Facebook page to laud the superintendent for providing bounce and Christmas package. According to him, the support of the county governor is an inspiration for them as Nima is participating in this year's National County Sports Meet. This is what Mamadi wrote on his Facebook page. He said, I would like to extend my profound gratitude to you and the great people of Nima County for your immeasurable support towards the Nima County team as we participate in the ongoing 2025-2026 National County Sports Meet. He said that he is particularly grateful to the superintendent for her incredible support since we embarked on this journey. Your support has been an inspiration and inspiring force behind our success thus far. Thank you for providing a huge and half-year amount of 2,000 United States dollars to the team as a qualification and Christmas present package or bonus. This means a lot to both players and technical staff. We are truly grateful, he noted. Now, this is particularly concerning to me. This is concerning. This is very concerning, my brother Chris. Now, for those of you who don't know about the County Social Development Fund, and it's your first time hearing about the County Social Development Funds, the County Social Development Funds is money given by the government of Liberia for developmental purposes in the county, and also from Asylum Mental Liberia. Now, every year, Asylum Mental Liberia gave 1.5 million United States dollars to the people of Nima County. This money is intended to benefit the life of our people in Nima. How is this money used? That's another great question. When can this money be used? That's another wonderful question. At what point in time can this money be used? It's another question. Now, I want us to note that the information going around that this money came from the superintendent, it has been perceived that she gave the money from her personal account. Let me say this from the check that I'm seeing here. This check, I don't believe that it is from the account of the superintendent. Let me put it that way. I don't believe it is from the account of the superintendent. I know she represents the people of Nima, but I believe if such money is being given, it should be given in the name of Nima County and not in the name of an individual that will take credit for that. I've observed that over the years, those that have been serving in these positions, these public positions like superintendents, city mayors, they are where they get their inspiration from to contest for, positions like representative, senator, or whatsoever. I'm not saying Superintendent Kwame Appiah-Gono wants to contest, but I'm saying over the years, that's how things have been operating, especially in Nima County that we're from. Now, looking at this check, it states clearly on the check that it is from the Nima Social and County Development Fund. This means this is the account of the money given by the government of Liberia and that of ArcelorMittal Liberia. So this now brings me to the question I want to ask you, my brother Grace. This brings me to the question of the day. The fiscal year 2025 will be finishing December 31. This check was given December 22nd. From what I know, as per the law, every money that is used, whether locally or nationally, are being budgeted and outlined in the fiscal year beginning January. Every money. So the salary you see people taking in Liberia, the projects you see government undertaking, these are projects that they have budgeted for already. That means the government know how much they are spending in a fiscal year. Nima County also does the same from her county social development funds. We have 9-man council. The 9-man council, they will draft projects and an estimated amount that will be used in a fiscal year. I didn't want us to discuss this issue on the show until we call someone from the council. For Nima County, the civil society organization having to be one of the critical voices, they are now represented on the council for nearly a year or two now. The youth leader, the youth representative representing the youth of Nima, Justin Samuel. I have called Justin Samuel on countless occasions to know by what means this money was given to the Nima County team. No, don't get me wrong here on the show tonight. I'm not in any way saying that, I'm against the money being given to the team. Is it a priority for us right now? I would say no. Recently, ArcelorMittal Liberia gave $25,000 United States dollars to the Nima County team. And secondly, another genuine question, Chris, I want you to take this question now and then you elaborate on them because maybe you will have more insight about these things. Another genuine question is that the county sports steering committee, every year they are pre-fatnas. That is the chairman and his code of officers pre-fatnas the county team. And after the tournament is finished, they do their report and give it to the county administration. Once that report is given to the county administration, that is already in the next fiscal year. So when Nima is budgeting for the fiscal year 2026, they will also budget for the money that was spent on the county team by the county sports steering committee. The question now is, will this 2,000 United States dollars be placed in a report or the budgeting that will be given to the county administration? Will there be any deduction? I want to say no. There won't be any deduction to that, because the message that the money was given, the message that the check was given was that this is a bonus for winning the game, Christmas package. Then it brings us back to the old question. Did we budget this money? Did it pass through the rightful channel? Did the council approve of this money? If yes, councilmen and women, did you guys have this money budgeted in January of this year when you were doing your fiscal budgeting? If no, why will you give a check of 2,000 United States dollars when you have only 3 teachers in your booth? You have only 1 teacher teaching at a school. The rest of them are volunteer teachers. It is the town that paid them. Now, a lot more to be discussed here tonight. But Chris, let me give you the opportunity. Maybe you can elaborate on these things more for us. Go ahead, my brother.
Thank you, Junior. Let me say good evening to our followers and viewers on Facebook and both the pre-media and the radio land. This issue has been a very critical issue to us since we saw the post from some other permanent sons and citizens from NIMBA. We have decided to do more intensive research on it. And Junior, for me, I've been looking at the check in 2 things. Always I look at the authorization. Who are those that are signatory to the account of NIMBA? It's one of the key things I've been looking on the check. And it is superintendent, the final approval of money from the county's COCO. I've been looking at it. So I was opportune to have other previous signature of the superintendent from 2 different documents that she's been signing on. And I realized that on the check, the last signature that's done, it belongs to her on the check. And the way now I begin critical and I look at it from a different perspective. Because before the county meet starts, there was budget that was set up by the county leadership, by the county COCO or the NAME committee. And I think the leadership of the standing committee having adjusted or having used the funding that was set by the committee. And I believe that the superintendent made her own, pledge towards the team, her own stuff. If she want to fulfill it, I think should be her personal salary, not the NIMBA County money, not from our account. And besides, I don't think it was necessary at the time. If it's not her personal money, I don't think it was, reasonable at this time for NIMBA to give another money to the county team. It made no sense to me. Because the budget that was given to those guys, there have been no report if they are used all, or they still have some, or if they need.
So Chris, let me call you to order there. With the budget issue, usually this is what is done. The steering committee pre-finance the budget, because at this point in time now, the fiscal year is already closed. You cannot allocate money anymore. You cannot give money anywhere because the budget year is almost finished. So they pre-finance themselves, and then they submit the report in January. Then when the county council is making budget for fiscal year 2026, they will include that in the budget. Now the question is, the budgeting has already closed. Where are you getting the $2,000 from? And who is authorizing these checks?
Okay. So it is where Junior was trying to come to, right? So if the committee haven't made any suggestion or any request, I don't think it's necessary for the superintendent to take any money, and even the superintendent, but the accountant who are signature to the account of NIMA to be offering check at this time. I think something is wrong somewhere. I think this is how those guys have been using the county phone. It's where we have to be real to them. Asking them to just give close to the summer thousand to the team. So I will call on the superintendent to withdraw that check, to record that check back, to deposit the people money for all the cancel that check back to the NIMA county account. Because we don't need it. Nobody against the county team. Everyone of us making contribution one way or the other. But the procedure, this kind of shows that those people in the leadership in NIMA, they use the money in any kind of way because they have the checkbook there, and they just say someone they offer check. I read the news for Daniel. It's not saying that it's NIMA County people, but superintendent go Gono. So if the superintendent making her fulfilling her pledges she made or her pledge she made, it should be her own personal money. There are schools in NIMA, no teachers. There are schools in no Anki. Why we can't look into that direction? That 2,000 UA could make an impact in other schools in Bing and Doru, that they don't have chairs, they don't have chalk in the classroom. We could intervene in that situation. But offering now to the kind of thing isn't necessary, or we just want to make a political school. Is that what we're looking at? Is how we just look at things on different surface as they're doing? So I don't think it was necessary for the superintendent to offer NIMA County people check in her knee as a Christmas gift. If that's an issue that when I said last on the show, Junior, I have tried my best to find out who representing the district number 6 on the COCO, because if the council pay the local government act, the 9 usual district will be represented. If they are there, who representing Tabata? I have tried nowhere, even I tried to call the mayor this morning. I want to know, who are those people that are pointed up there? Are they critical voices? Are those people who can understand the litigation? Who would digest anything from the superintendent? Or would just choose somebody that will say, hey, just go by NIMA? That you said the young people in NIMA, the representative of young people. How many times these men have gone in better get in Tabata to have meeting with those people? Before the budget year comes to an end, or to make another allotment. How many times those people take visit? They do here. Have you gone to Tabata? Have you gone to meet with the young people to take the budget of them, to digest the budget of the country before making final decision? Are they doing it? No. They sit in Sunny Kole. They make a decision in Sunny Kole on behalf of the country. I think it's wrong. That's why you see this thing going on. The superintendent NIMA, this is not the first time the superintendent use our money to undertake government projects that are not in the favor of NIMA kind of people. It's wrong. And we need to call superintendent, call member, go to the order. She have to understand this. Officially, superintendent of the country. I know you in America call him governor. Yes, you're governor for the country, but in the case, issue that affect the country, it should be careful handling it. We don't need the country need 2,000 now because their budget. The committee pre-finance the storm and present the budget to the country leadership. Are they doing it? You don't do it. You offer 2,000 do it that could save students that in interior, that could save teachers that don't have cyber interior. But you think the leadership is the kind of things that are Christian born in your knee, and not say, oh, NIMA kind of people presenting this. We don't have to do that. We have to call the superintendent order. And I hope you monitor order. There are people who've been defending her. It is time to call the superintendent order. We're not against her. But the procedure is wrong. You cannot use our money in any kind of way because the money belongs to the people of NIMA. If you make some critical decision on it, the people in Gbadan gang should know about it. How many times the superintendent going to have meeting with the people and say, oh, this is the budget for this year for the country? That she has called for town hall meeting. That she has gone to Tapata. She has gone to Second Pier. She has gone to Berege. She has gone to Butu. She has gone to Yamin Snow to call for town hall meeting. that this is the budget for this year for the country, that she has presented to the people to digest it. They don't do it. They use our money kind of use. It's wrong. And there are people dying now from malaria in the various countries, in the various districts. There are people today, they cannot afford now to out of school. No chalk, no chair. What is impact doing? But we do things to scope go because one way or other we think that we are protected by innocent being here. Other people don't do it anymore. Yesterday, other people do yesterday. Why you do it today? Is that a different kingdom, man? Or you want to do things to please the president? No. So I will call on the superintendent to record that check back. That's what my decision on my talk. That she call that check back, cancel that check that she offer. Because the people they approve it. If they approve it, it should be in the country need, not in her need. Not president as superintendent gonna giving bonus. Let them say Nima people giving Christmas bonus to the people. But you are getting your own need as superintendent go never gonna. Why is that money enough for her? Is that a personal money? And now her salary is a Nima kind of people money for the Nima kind of account. So the nomenclature of that check or the presentation to be the Nima people giving Christmas bonus to the Nima team. In that case, we will say yes. But it can't be in her need as superintendent go never gonna. It's not a personal salary. It's not a personal money. It's not for her account. It's for the people at Nima account. So if you're presenting the money, and she said Nima people giving, Christmas bonus to the Nima kind of thing. In that case, we'll say yes. But you can't present in your need as superintendent go never gonna giving Christmas bonus to the team. Nobody's gonna use the country as before to take the country money and use it any kind of way. If that happens, we want to see the financial, as I said before, the report now. We're not yet before they approve enough budget in January. We need to see the financial report. If this thing in the report, we have to pay for the money. We have to be clear to it. And we will say, people who think that when we say this thing, they look at Oakland. It's that how they use that's money to build immigration stuff in that place we say we're wrong. So they want to blame for Nima County. What a blame for getting from that immigration stuff you build it. It's wrong. You cannot use our money on different things that our people still dying in the interior without solution. The Nima machine packing in that place. Have they been able to fix the machine to fix the farm market in the country? They're not doing it. But they tell the money, they're going to build another house in Monrovia. They're going to do another thing. Wow, is that nicer for us? But you get Gino is the societal fund that was in. I know somebody has some political hand somewhere to protect you. You see this thing happening. If there will not be here somewhere who could do this thing, if there will not be here pretending to the superintendent, she could do the thing she's doing. But President Baka stood in Ghana and said the best high-working superintendent is Kou. But I don't know how many projects for United Party that the superintendent are not taking in United Party Nima. They use their own money to undertake government project. Is that what the money meant for? Is that what the money meant for? When people don't find solution, people find to market road now being laid out in the country. The general machine parking in that place, but they will take 400,000 to go do something somewhere. And we see a team when the money they took that money from the country leaders, Coco. The worst, that's the Josephine we said when against her, the court needs around it. They see the continuing. You cannot just go in the country, Coco. They can't just take money as superintendent. You use it any kind of way you use it. Nobody gives the kind of team. So now we have made our personal contribution to the kind of team. And we still want to make it when they get up Monrovia, maybe around the 4th, we will still make another contribution. But you cannot use the country Coco money or the country account to promote the political agenda for tomorrow. We have to call the order. And we will keep calling the order. So that had to say for now, Gino.
Thank you, Chris. I think tomorrow we might have one of the folks from the former. He worked before at the the council. He will be here tomorrow. Maybe he can give us a backdrop of how this money are being used and where they are being used. What are the procedure to follow if money, because this happens so fast. According to the law, before any money can be dispersed or any other purpose, there should be a council meeting, and that money should be agreed upon. The council are also representing their people. They also have to go for town hall meetings. I don't know under what category this money was for honor, but I believe that there should be a procedure to be followed before money can be dispersed. If game can be played in less than 2 days and check be given to the steering committee, and this is the only check that we are seeing the public. How many of these checks have been given to people in the name of appreciation? How many of them? People participated in the burial of Senator Johnson. They did all they can. Were there checks given to them too for helping the burial of Senator Johnson? A lot of things happening. Where there is fire, there is smoke. But again, we'll be here tomorrow to discuss this thing. For me, I would not want us to leave this discussion until we get to the bottom line of this. The superintendent is not responding to our calls. The youth representative is not also responding to our calls. It's becoming frustrating. It's becoming very much denigrating on their part. I will say that people will call you serving a public position, and people will call you at any point in time, and you leave your phone to ring endlessly without responding to the calls or not even sending a text message. Is very bad, and is I don't think. Now, this is another broader one that I think we will also have to dive into. What are the channels that the council are being elected? Because these people are being paid from the county money. Are there any advertisement that is being made outside there to say we want these people, we want XYZ people? What are the criteria for them? We're talking money here. We're talking critical decision making here. I mean, rebringing the superintendent compound is okay, but is that what the NEMA people wants? Giving $2,000 to the county's team is okay, but is that what we want right now? I just heard that the sports steering committee to the NEMA County administration purchased a bus, a vehicle for the team. Is that what we want? What happened to the old bus that Musa Hassan Bilete gave to the county? What did we do with it? How is money being spent in NEMA right now? I mean, we're talking about 1.5 million, including the ones that comes from government. Grace is heartbreaking. Let's hear from you finally, so that we can call it a day for today.
Jim, as I said, in NIMBA, as long you have one of the big hands behind you in the leadership, you will always see these things happening. If Superintendent Cole member Gono was not having a big hand in the government to support her in the process, you could see her doing it. But if the president report, like Bill was saying, Ghana is called Superintendent, member Gono, the high-ranking superintendent, without doing the party project, that the super not taking NEMA, but when they use the county money to do it, then we see problem coming. So again, as I said, will be coming up the couple of days from now, that before the next budget passes, those people that are representing those constituents or the various districts on our committee to take the budget back to that district, to have a town hall meeting, to tell the people this is what on the budget for the candidates here. Let them diagnose it, then they go to and do the digestion of it, to know how the money have been allocated in the various budget before they approve the budget. If they're not happy, if they continue, some of us will have no alternative, but we'll look at the legal process. I'm coming out with it very soon, and we will send by it before the next budget the country should pass. The caucus member or the leadership there to take their budget to the non-electoral district where they representing, to tell the people, present the budget, kind of budget to the people, then they have town hall meeting, then people know what in the budget, then they approve it before they approve the budget up there. If they not do it, because in the local government act, it's not do it. If they put it aware of the budget, and they sit in Sanu Kode, the civil society organization, I'm talking to them directly, because we are supposed to be a critical voice on our community. If they don't go in Tapeta, they don't go in Ganta to meet with our civil society organization, but when they sit in Sanu Kode to approve that budget, and why we not feel the impact in the federal district, we will take the legal process as before, so the Supreme Court or the court can call in the order to do the rubber thing, because we're not going to set anymore. to allow 1 or 2 persons to use the county money during yourself. The yellow machine board there, some part never benefited. In my district, in my area, or the Zare community, they not benefit from that yellow machine. But still, never got the money to use to buy that yellow machine. We're not going to set anymore to allow few people to use the country, the country resources for few portion of the country. If this continue, if the budget next in January, if those representatives on the committee from the very district cannot take the budget back to the people to meet with the people and say, oh, this is the country budget for that year. They roll from Balaguer to social area that 5,000 inside. The cleaner in being a Doru, we get 4,000 inside for people to see the budget. It is just sitting in Sunny Code for the superintendent of convening to sign that budget. We'll look at the legal approach and we'll go to the court for the court to intervene. Because we're not going to sell anymore to allow this to happen. Because if we allow this to happen, they will use our country resources money, our government a project, and at the end of the day, our people will not feel the impact. That our money was not meant to build immigration booths.
Thank you.
It wasn't meant for that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother Chris, and thank you to all of you too who have been listening to us here, Big Silly, on the show. Those of you who have been listening to us via radio, we want to say thank you for listening. Those of you too who have also been following us on Facebook and YouTube, we want to say thank you for following. It's been a wonderful conversation here tonight with you guys. Hopefully, we'll be back here tomorrow with the Christmas edition of the Heat Tower program on BKS TV. As always, my name is Junior Payne, and tonight I was joined by Chris Silly, one of our panelists here. Have a Merry Christmas and a happy, prosperous New Year in advance. Good night.